Hello, I'm Nadia Bilchik, and welcome to Career Cafe. This is the podcast that gives you advice and guidance on how to manage your career, both in terms of interpersonally as well as professionally. This is the podcast that's going to give you tips, tools, and techniques to take your career to the next level. My guest today is Lars Minns, and Lars has an extraordinary career in the world of human resources in organizational development. He's currently the head of HR for Mercedes-Benz North America, and you'll hear more about what he's done, his philosophies, tips, tools, and techniques to manage your career. I'm delighted to be talking to Mr. Lars Minns.
I'm very excited to have Lars Minns, who is the head of HR operations and talent acquisition at Mercedes, but has a long and very illustrative career in the HR world. So what I wanted to ask you, Lars, if you were going to write the Lars Minns book on careers, what would you say, especially to millennials who are entering the workplace?
Oh, yeah. No. I think some of the things that are timeless are, number one, to really have a very strong personal philosophy. Something that really you guard against, but also something that's also relevant. So you don't want to have a personal philosophy that runs counter to being successful or adding value and having general worth, for the organization. The second thing is, I think, being able to remain a contemporary in your field. There's so many times that people build stature, quote unquote, based on things they've done in their past, but nothing that allows them to truly be relevant, as you alluded to, for a new workforce. And if you think about it, we are working longer and longer. People love working more and more. So we will, in fact, at some point, interact with as many as 5 generations in our career, over our career span. The third thing I would say is just having a commitment to discipline. I used to think of discipline as being an individual thing, but I really find that businesses do well when they just conjure up a significant degree of discipline. And then the fourth thing is, I think you really do have to understand the importance of the customer, regardless of where you are. So many times in HR, we get bogged down in policies and practice and best practices, and best of all things. We get so embedded in things that are nouveau as it relates to HR, yet we're integrated with the business. And I think it's so important to understand the needs of the customer, to go where the customer is. I've had the good fortune in both companies now to spend time and on the front line, working in the Home Depot stores previously, and now having worked in a dealership for 3 days last week. So just a tremendous opportunity to really see what creates the pressure and really creates the magic, and be able to bring that back in a support function has been very meaningful. Though I know I said 4, but the last thing I would say, I think you do have to challenge the idea that you were brought into a role to do well in it, but really, I think we're all brought into roles to revolutionize it.
That's an excellent brought in to revolutionize. Are you saying, Lars, at whatever level you are in your organization?
That's correct. At any level, I really do think you have to create a breakthrough. I can tell you the one that I've always held in my heart ever since reading the book by Joel Anthony Barker. Find something that will truly revolutionize the field that you're in. HR has never